Hello, this is John's avatar here, and in our M&A Masterclass today, we are really digging into the mindset that separates the truly successful acquisitions from, well, the costly failures. And it all comes down to two things: a ruthless focus on specific sectors and a deep forensic understanding of entire business ecosystems. So let's start with a classic cautionary tale, the AOL-Time Warner merger. It's really the poster child for a huge M&A question. Why do so many of these massive, seemingly strategic deals completely, and I mean completely, fail to create any real value? You know, most of these high-profile flameouts, they can be traced back to a single strategic mistake. It's something we call the generalist trap. And it's an approach that looks great on a PowerPoint slide, but is often fatally flawed right at its core. And here's the diagnosis. This is exactly what goes wrong. Deals like AOL-Time Warner fail because a generalist approach just completely miscalculates the synergies. They overlook these huge cultural clashes and they totally miss fundamental market shifts. In that case, of course, the bursting of the dot-com bubble. So what are we really talking about here? Well, the core issue is this. A generalist sees the company, the target, but they completely miss the context. You know, the industry dynamics, the competitive pressures, all the unwritten rules of the game. And that kind of superficial view, it's a recipe for destroying value. So what's the antidote to this generalist trap? Well, it's a ruthless, absolutely uncompromising discipline, sector focus. This is all about trading that wide but very shallow view for one that is narrow but incredibly deep. Think of it like this. The generalist sees just the tip of the iceberg. The specialist, though, they see everything that's lurking below the surface. They understand the fundamental profitability of a single sale, what we call its unit economics, and they can spot these hidden operational synergies a generalist would just walk right past. And this level of expertise, it isn't just a nice to have, it's the absolute foundation for creating sustainable value. It leads to way more accurate valuations, the identification of real synergies, and ultimately, it gives you the ability to structure deals that are just fundamentally better from day one. But here's the thing, with deep sector knowledge, that's not quite enough on its own. To really build on that expertise, we need a framework, a way to analyze it. This is what we call mapping the business web. It's about moving from just understanding an industry to understanding a target's precise place within it. And this right here, this is the core concept. You are never ever just buying a single isolated company. You are acquiring an organism that is deeply woven into a network of suppliers, customers, competitors, and regulators. Its real value comes from those connections. So we map this web by really forensically examining 5 key areas. We start with the target, of course, but then we look upstream to its suppliers to see where the risks are. Then we look downstream to its customers to understand its true market power. We analyze its adjacencies, its competitors, and its partners to map out the whole competitive landscape. And finally, we have to consider the entire regulatory orbit that could affect the whole system. Okay, so what's the strategic payoff for all this work? What's the point? It's about identifying and then acquiring 2 really powerful and often invisible assets that the generalist completely misses every single time. The first asset is what we call structural leverage. Mapping the ecosystem allows you to pinpoint a company's unique defensive advantage, its moat. You see, you're not just buying a company, you're buying its powerful position and its irreplaceable relationships within that entire market web. And the second is ecosystem synergies. Now, this goes way beyond simple cost cutting. This is about acquiring a critical node in the ecosystem, a piece of the board that strengthens your entire enterprise, making it more valuable and a lot harder to compete with. Microsoft's acquisition of LinkedIn is a perfect example of this. They didn't just buy a social media site, right? They acquired the single most dominant node in the entire professional talent and data ecosystem. And that created massive synergies with their existing enterprise software business. It's the same idea with Disney and Pixar. Disney didn't just buy an animation studio, it acquired Pixar's unique creative culture and its technology. a critical node that completely transformed its own business, revitalizing its entire animation division for a generation to come. So ultimately, this really requires a major shift in mindset. M&A isn't just a transaction focused on the mechanics of a deal. No, it's a strategic chess match where the real goal is to improve your position on the entire board. So I'll leave you with this question, because seeing that web of connections, that leverage and that synergy, that is the lens of a true M&A strategist. And that is what separates the pretty good deals from the ones that are truly game-changing. In the next video, in this M&A course, we are going to discover the difference between market leaders and disruptors. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video in our Mergers and Acquisitions Strategic Masterclass.